today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 20 carries, 61 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there are a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Off play action, Fields. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Again, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 11 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Mayfield on play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to have a Browns first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mayfield off the play fake. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact in that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, and he finds his tight end, Graham. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Complete to Mooney on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They go play action. Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Play fake. Mayfield. Rolling to his left. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. The tackle there by John Johnson. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Fields on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing again is Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. It's caught by Hooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start with one of the toughest rivalries of this or any other week. Pittsburgh playing host to Cincinnati in the AFC North. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. A touchdown on the ground there for Latavius Murray. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now here's Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mayfield now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Space to run past the 20. And finally, taken down at the 15. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on third down, Fields. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields trying to lay one up deep. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, it's Fields. Throw caught here by Bird. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 6. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and 9. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Going to get this to Cohen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. He's got Mooney. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's caught out left by Perriman. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Fields throwing again. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Forced out to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.